President, I ask unanimous consent that when the Senate completes its business today, it stand adjourned until 3 p.m. on Monday, November the 3rd, that following the prayer and pledge, the general proceedings be approved today at the morning hour be deemed expired. The time for the 2 leaders will be reserved for their use later in the day. And the Senate be in a period of morning business with senators permitted to speak therein for up to 10 minutes each. Finally, that the cloture motion with respect to the tongue nomination ripen at 5:30 p.m.
Is there an objection?
Is there an objection?
Reserving the right to object. Senator from Nevada.
Senator from Nevada.
Reserving the right to object. This is truly outrageous. After doing absolutely nothing all year to prevent a massive spike in health care costs, Senate Republicans now want to go home for yet another weekend and do nothing, just like the House Republicans have been doing for the past month, while families find out how much their health care costs are going up for the next year. Senate Republicans are just acting as if it's business as usual. Well, I'm here to tell you why it's not business as usual. This Saturday, the day after tomorrow, is November 1st, the beginning of open enrollment for families who buy their health care through the Affordable Care Act marketplace. Many hardworking families rely on the ACA's enhanced premium tax credits just to be able to afford their health care policy. But unfortunately, they will expire this year and must be extended to keep health care costs from rising for everyone. It's not a handout, not welfare. It's tax cuts that help lower the cost of health care for families in all of our states. And without these, health care costs are going to go up for everyone, and many will be priced out of care. I implore my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to see reason, to understand that this is not a partisan issue. Americans, well, all of us, are one medical diagnosis away from catastrophe. Strokes, cancer, heart attacks, don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. It's why we need to make sure all of our constituents are able to afford a health care policy. It's not unreasonable. But if an appeal to humanity doesn't work, maybe an appeal to your political instincts will. 6 of the 10 states that have the most amount of people receiving the enhanced premium tax credits are states with 2 Republican senators, including Florida, which is at the top of the list, Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Ohio. So this isn't just good policy. It's critical for your own constituents. Isn't that why we were all elected? Not to go have gold-plated dinners at the White House to celebrate not taking action on Americans' health care, protecting Americans' health care. We were elected to help families, to stand up for them and make sure that they could thrive and reach the American dream. And it's about damn time we remembered all of that. So no, we should not act like this is business as usual. We should work to find a path forward that protects health care access. And if that means we need to be here all weekend, so be it. And if you disagree, I want you to be on the record saying you want to go home for the weekend right as families are confronted with higher health care costs. And so everybody here knows me. I'm usually pretty mild-mannered. I'm willing to work with anyone. And I remain willing to work with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to prevent health care costs from going up in the future. But I'm fed up. The dysfunction in this place is going to have real consequences when people lose their health care coverage. And I'm done. I'm just done. We need to figure this out, work in a bipartisan way, not next week, but right now. So therefore, while I do not object to the senator's motion on housekeeping matters for the Senate, I will not provide my consent to adjourning the Senate today without a vote so that members of this chamber can make clear whether or not they are willing to give up one weekend to roll up their sleeves and work together to prevent a massive spike in health care costs. Thank you.
Further business to come before the Senate, I move to it.
Without objection, so ordered.
Mr. President, if there's no further business to come before the Senate, I move to adjourn under the previous order.
Questions on the motion to adjourn? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
No.
All those opposed, no.
No.
Ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The motion's agreed to. Until 3 p.m. on Monday.